but okay. So first, let's talk about ordered pair and non-ordered pair. So this particular thing is not will be this particular concept will not be used here, but we must know what it is. Sometimes it becomes very important to understand. So let's say you are 14 students here, not 14, 13 students here, and I need some help in uh, although you are online, let's say in a class where I'm teaching offline, and I need to shift a particular table to place A to place B, and I called, or I want to have just 2 students out of these 13. So person X and Y came to help me. So if I'll ask you who came or who will be coming, you told me X and Y, and somebody answered that Y and X. So does these two answers different? Are they different or are they same?
Same, sir.
Same,
तो
because
ये
there is no,
समझ में नहीं आया ना।
मैंने ये बोला है कि पर्सन एक्स एंड वाई और पर्सन वाई एंड एक्स अगर हम अलग अलग बोले तो वो अलग आंसर होगा और इट विल बी सेम.
तो कैसे मतलब आप एक बार दोबारा से बताना।
जैसे मैंने बोला कि मुझे आउट ऑफ 15 की क्लास में 2 बच्चे चाहिए टेबल शिफ्ट करने के लिए. तो किसी ने बोला कि सर लेट्स से पर्सन एक्स एंड वाई इज कमिंग. तो इफ आई एम सेइंग एक्स एंड वाई और आई एम सेइंग वाई एंड एक्स इज कमिंग, है ना,
यस सर।
आर दीज टू लाइन डिफरेंट और सेम? ये सेम ही हुआ ना, क्योंकि
यस सर।
नेमिंग एनीवन फर्स्ट डजंट मैटर हियर. ठीक है. सो
यस
हाँ, so let's say if something is written like A and B and B and A, if these two are different in any case, so it will be called ordered pair. So ordered pair where order is important, and when AB is equal to BA, so in such situation this will be called non-ordered pair. Okay, so let's take another example. Let's take there are 11 players in a team, and I'm writing the names like X, Y, Z, no, X1, X2, X3, or so on, X11. So if I just want to represent or tell you about these 11 players, so if I take the name of X2 first and X1 second, it won't matter a lot. X4 third, these two are same. But if you want to say, or if you want to tell that or represent the 11 player in terms of batting order, then I'll have to follow a certain uh, pattern to write it out. Like if X5, X6, X8, X1, X4, and like this. So this is different than X6, X5, X8, X1, X4. Why? Because in the above representation, X5 is opening, but the lower one's representation, X6 is opening. So This particular differentiation is also called arrangement. So, or in Latin mathematics word, permutation. So, permutation is nothing but arrangement. ठीक है, यहां तक सबको क्लियर है?
Yes, sir.
तो बहुत सी सिंपल सी बात. नाउ टेल मी, if there are three letters A, B, C, and if I want to arrange these three letters, in how many ways I can do it?
The three ways.
Three ways, पक्का?
The
मतलब
three,
एक ये और इसको मिला के दो और, तो थ्री.
बताओ, बोलो.
the
I told
three,
you A, B,
3
C.
into 2 into 1, 6.
Yes. 3 into 2 into 1. अमीषा तुम बताओ, तीन ही कैसे किया तुमने? अगर if I'll start with A, let's say if I'm starting with A, B and C, फिर A, C, B can be a different way of arranging it.
Yes,
Then
sir.
let's start with B, then A and C. Then B, C, A will also be a different arrangement. If I'll start with C and then AB, so CBA will also be a different arrangement. How many total arrangements I am getting?
The six.
6. So if I want to calculate it, you know, not write every arrangement and count it. If I want to calculate it, I'll be thinking in this way that, let's say there are three boxes and I have to put letters here. So in one box, I can put three. In the first box, I can put three letters, A or B or C. So I'll be representing it as like A or B or C. So once anyone is written here, for the next one, I will have two options. And for the next one, I will have one option left. And this is the number of ways in which we can arrange these three letters. You know, 3 into 2 into 1, which is 6. And if you want to represent it in a figure term or figurative terms, so after putting A in the first box, you'll be left with either B or C. And after putting B here, you'll be left with C. C here, you'll be left with B. So what you are getting branches. So at first place, you have three letters to be put. And with all those three, two are left. And when two are being used, for the last place, one is left. So this is the number of way in which we can arrange three letters. So now,
और मतलब अगर 4 letters होते तो 24 ways.
हाँ, अगर 4 होता, अगर मान लो A, B, C, D होता, तो we could have written it like 4 into
Okay.
3 into 2 into 1, and which is 24 letters.
Okay, sir.
And
Yes.
remember, here we were not repeating any letter twice. Okay. So
Yes,
in
sir.
case of repetition, it would have been a different number. ठीक है, तो वो थ्योरी ऑफ मल्टीप्लिकेशन जो लेक्चर मैंने शेयर किया है उसमें इसमें आया होगा कहीं डिस्कशन. सो एनीवे, so for 5 letter or for 8 letters, let's say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, if there are 8 letters, we can arrange these in 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, this way. So what mathematician did, they actually found a way to write it, that if a number, which was called factorial. Earlier it was used to write it like this, but this can also be written as this. So these two, there are two ways to write factorial. This is most practiced or used one.
तो
So,
ये समझ में नहीं आई, ये जो आपने 8 ये क्या लिखा है?
ये सिंबल है, देखो 8 के साथ ये सिंबल है, या 8 के साथ ये सिंबल है, which says that it is being multiplied till 1.
ओ अच्छा, ठीक है.
हाँ,
ओके,
ये बस एक सिंबल है. तो this
ठीक है.
was called 4 factorial. So now everyone
अच्छा,
knows what factorial is. Factorial क्या है? So factorial is especially for positive integers. ठीक है? Positive integers के लिए ही है. Positive integers के लिए ही है. If n factorial is latent, that means n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 and so on. And finally, at last, you'll be left with 3 into 2 into 1. चलो, तो मुझे बताओ कि what will be the value of factorial 4?
So 24.
24.
Factorial 3?
12.
6.
6. 12 कौन बोल रहा था? Factorial 2?
2.
2.
Factorial 1?
1.
1. And factorial 0?
0.
नहीं, 1.
ओके.
Okay. So we'll discuss about this later, but there is no need. You just need to remember, if there is 0 factorial anywhere, it will be 1. ठीक है? So now you know that there are n objects to arrange at n places. So total number of arrangement will be n factorial. ठीक है? यहां तक किसी को दिक्कत नहीं है? Everyone is clear with this?
यस सर.
ठीक है. अब now let's take a different example where you have 8 letters A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. But you have to make a word of 3 letters only. 3 letters only without repetition. So, how many words we can create, or how many arrangements we can have? So basically, whatever the question says, you have to find that whether it is arrangement or not. So in this case, if we're making a word, like let's say if we made a word ABC.
सर
So
26.
कौन है, क्या इतनी जल्दी में है?
अमीशा.
अभी से थोड़ा रुक जाओ. तो ABC is a word, है ना? Then ACB is also a word. Then BAC is also a word. Then I can have ABD as a word. So you can just say, see that it could be, there could be multiple words, even more than 26. अगर थोड़ा ध्यान दोगे तो देखोगे 26 से भी ज्यादा बनेगा. Because only 3 letters together will give you 6 words. These 3 letters will also give you 3 words, 6 words. These 3 letters will also give you 6 words. So all the 3 letter, different or distinct 3 letter will give you 6 letters. But let's not go into that way of calculation. Let's go back to our concept that we have 3 places to fill, and at the first place I can write any of these 8 letters. And once I have written any of these 8 letters, I'll be left with 7 of these 8 letters. And once I'll put the second letter here, I'll be left with 6 of the letters which are left. So, and if you want to picturize it, so if I'm writing A at the first place, then I will have B, C, D, E, F, G. All these B, C,
H.
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 So all these 7 options are here, even if I put A at the first place. And if I'll put B at the second place, I will have 6 more way to fill that the third. And if I'll start with B, then also we have, so all these word will be distinct in nature. So the total number of word we can create is 8 into 7 into 6, which is 56 into 6, whatever it is, है ना? I'm not concerned about
सर
what,
हमने इसको फर्दर क्यों नहीं किया?
क्योंकि आपको 3 ही लेटर का वर्ड बनाना था.
अच्छा अच्छा.
आगे बढ़ाओगे तो आगे 4 लेटर का वर्ड ही नहीं बनाना है. ठीक है.
Okay.
तो अब हमें क्या हुआ कि हमने क्या देखा कि इट इज जस्ट 8 into 7 into 6 is 8 into 7 into 6. So what we did, we completed this series by multiplying 4 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. And since I have multiplied this one extra, I divided by this. So what I'm getting here is ऊपर में 8 factorial and नीचे में 5 factorial. And the reason why we are getting 5 factorial is because we had to make a word of 3 letter only. So 8 factorial, 8 minus 3 factorial. ये दिख रहा है तुम्हें? यहां तक सबको क्लियर है?
Yes sir.
फिर देखो एक बहुत ही मतलब they made a very great kind of generalization here.
So n
So remove,
factorial by n minus 3 factorial.
हाँ. So if let's say rather than taking 8, let's say I have n letters, and rather than
Right.
taking a making a word of 3 letters, let's say we have to make a word of r letters. So we can just put this here to generalize it, that the total number of word will be n factorial divided by n minus r factorial.
सही है.
And let's remove the word and letters here. Let me introduce very simple mathematical term, that if we have n objects and we want to know total number of arrangements of those n objects taking r at a time. So just give me a hands up if you can relate this statement with this and this with the previous one. Relate कर पा रहे हो? The example हमारा क्या था कि 8 letters थे. We wanted to make a word of 3 letters out of them. So basically we wanted to arrange those 8 letters only, taking 3 at a time. So क्योंकि अगर 3 letter word है तो 8 तो लोगे नहीं, उसमें से 3 ही लोगे. So you could have taken ABC and you would have arranged everything. Every arrangement, you could have find every arrangement of ABC. You could have taken ABD, you could have taken ABE, you can have taken BDE, whatever the three letters you could have taken, and you would have arranged that. So basically, all these three are same, where we have some number of objects and we have to make an arrangements of those objects, but taking in a smaller number at a time. So we can have a different example. Let's say we have 8 subjects, but only 5 periods in a day. 5 periods in a day. In how many ways we can arrange those 8 subjects for taking class in those 5 periods? So here also n is 8,
8. Yes, sir.
r is 5. So the final answer I'll be getting everywhere is n factorial divided by n minus r factorial. And we called it NPR. So it is permutation of, if you want to simplify more, so you will call it permutation of n objects taking r at a time. ठीक है, सबको समझ में आ गया?
तो प्लीज
Yes,
फिर
sir.
एक्सप्लेन कर दो
क्या एक्सप्लेन करना है इसमें बताओ? कहाँ
से
गए
यही
बोलो?
वाला पार्ट जो लास्ट
अरे
में था
मैंने सिर्फ ये इसी का दूसरा स्टेटमेंट लिख दिया कि अरेंजिंग n objects is permutating n objects. Arrangement and permutation is replaceable here. So permutation मतलब arrangement of n objects taking r at a time. तो यही ऊपर वाली लाइन को ही मैंने रिपीट लिख दिया है ना. यहाँ मैंने एक्सटेंड किया था. We want to know that total number of arrangements. I'm just writing it permutation of n objects taking r at a time. That means what is the number है ना. Or you can also say number of permutation of.
सर क्वेश्चंस भी सेम लैंग्वेज में रहेगा क्या, थोड़ा घुमा के रहेगा? हेलो एम आई ऑडिबल?
शायद सर का नेटवर्क सही नहीं
अच्छा, मुझे लगा मेरा खराब है.
नहीं सर मीटिंग से चलेगा मुझे
Sorry, करो. तो यहाँ तक सबको समझ में आया? Did everyone get the concept of permutation? बोलो. हेलो हेलो.
जी सर समझ में.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है.
तो मैं पूछ रहा था कि क्वेश्चंस भी मतलब सिंपल लैंग्वेज में रहेगा या थोड़ा घुमा के रहेगा?
एक क्वेश्चन देखो, वही मैं बोल रहा हूँ ना कि जब आप इतनी क्लैरिफिकेशन के साथ पढ़ते हो ना,
जी
so even if they will twist a bit, it won't matter a lot.
जी सर.
So जैसे whatever I'm teaching you right now, yeah, you just have to focus on these losses only. जो थोड़ा बहुत डेविएशंस होता है ना, वो तो एक्सरसाइज में अपने आप बिल्ड हो जाता है ना, बिल्ड हो जाता है. So theory is this only. ठीक है. Now let's say, है ना, this I have already introduced. Now let's say you gave the same problem of making a word of 3 letters from these 8 letters, and you did not ask him to make, you just asked him how many words we can create. How many 3-letter word can be created? And you know that we have just did this problem before, and our approach was to fill this box which has 3 places by these letters. So we told you that, and I told you that the first box can be filled in 8 ways, then the second box can be filled in 7 ways, and then the last one is 6 ways. 6 ways. So this is how we got the or we solved the same problem. And finally, we told you that it will be 8 factorial divided by 8 minus 3 factorial. This was the generalized solution for this problem. But here the question was given to a child, and he started using his mind that how can I calculate the number of 3-letter words we can create. So he thought, if I'll take a group of 3 letters like A, B, C, and if I start arranging it, I can actually make, and we all know, we can actually make 6 word with this. So the child thought that, or he calculated this, that for every 3-letter group, I can make 6 word, which is 3 factorial. Now the problem is how many 3-letter group we can have. Like ABD will be a different group. ABE will be a different group. ABF will be a different group. So if I can, or if I'll tell, let's say X is the number of group which we can create. So let X be the number of 3-letter group. समझ रहे हो ना मेरी बात? Group. We are with a group. I am not saying the word. ABD is just a group. With ABD, we can have 3 factorial words. So in a group, number of 3-letter group, in a group, arrangement is non-ordered. Group are non-ordered. 3-letter group from
एक्सक्यूज मी सर.
8 letters. हाँ बताओ.
सर ये समझ नहीं आ रहा जो आप ये समझा रहे हो.
मैंने सिर्फ ये बोला है कि सेम प्रॉब्लम जो पहले मैंने दिया था कि 8 लेटर्स हैं, एंड देयर यू हैव टू मेक, और यू हैव टू काउंट हाउ मेनी 3-letter वर्ड यू कैन क्रिएट थ्रू दोज 8 लेटर्स. ठीक है.
यस यस सर.
तो हमने उसको सॉल्व किया ना इस तरीके से.
यस सर.
फिर हमने बोला है कि इफ somebody uses different way to calculate, so he went for this approach कि उसने बोला कि जैसे हम एक ग्रुप बना लेते हैं 3 लेटर का, क्योंकि आपको 8 तो यूज करना नहीं है किसी एक वर्ड में.
यस सर.
तो आप अगर एक 3 लेटर का एक ग्रुप बनाते हो ABC, दिस इज अ ग्रुप. सो विथ दिस ग्रुप आई कैन मेक 3 factorial words.
यस सर.
अगर हम दूसरा ग्रुप लेते हैं ABD, इससे भी हम 3 फैक्टोरियल वर्ड बना लेंगे।
हाँ जी सर।
तीसरा ग्रुप लेते हैं ए बी ई, इससे भी 3 फैक्टोरियल ग्रुप बना लेंगे।
यस सर।
बट द प्रॉब्लम इज वी डोंट नो हाउ मेनी ग्रुप्स कैन बी फॉर्म्ड।
यस सर।
तो हमने फिलहाल के लिए x मान लिया इसको।
ओके।
So I considered the total number of groups which we can make is x.
यस सर।
And I was just explaining explaining the x that it is a 3-letter group
ओके ओके ओके।
from 8-letter.
जी सर।
So let's forget the child. Now we know that if you would have known the number of group x, then I could have simply multiplied by 3 factorial, because every group is giving you 3 factorial words
यस सर।
to get the same value which we were getting it through this formula. नहीं,
तो सर अगर उसको ये फॉर्मूला पता है तो ये ऐसे कर ही क्यों रहा है?
तो देखो ना, थोड़ा फायदा होगा ना, आगे मिलेगा फायदा तुम्हें। सो लेट्स से कि आप ये तो जान ही गए हो, ये तो आपको पता है,
यस सर।
but now you also got the way to find the number of groups. So
सर अभी रिपीट करना, आपने लास्ट लाइन क्या बोली थी वो शायद
मैंने बोला कि परमुटेशन अरेंजमेंट हम जान ही गए थे,
हाँ जी हाँ जी।
how to do it. Now
यस
we
सर।
also know how to find the number of groups,
ओके यस सर।
because that was not easily visualized. देखो ये
तो
परमुटेशन
सर
जो था,
बात तो एक ही है ना कि हम कितनी बार उसको 3 के ग्रुप में अरेंज कर सकते हैं।
हाँ,
उसका
तो
मतलब तो
वो
यही हुआ ना कि कितने 3 के ग्रुप्स बन सकते हैं, तो
बना
बात तो एक
सकते
ही
हैं।
हुई।
वही मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि वो x अगर आपसे पूछा जाता तो आप बता पाते।
सर तो 8 फैक्टोरियल डिवाइडेड बाय 8 माइनस 3 फैक्टोरियल इससे ही बता देते।
नहीं, ये तो वर्ड्स थे ना, वो
नहीं नहीं,
अरेंजमेंट
वो
था ना।
ये नंबर ऑफ कॉम्बिनेशंस है। हम लोगों को पूछ रहा है कि व्हाट इज द नंबर ऑफ ग्रुप्स, तो दैट इज
हाँ, ये
डिनोटेड
ये
बाय।
नंबर ऑफ अरेंजमेंट है, कॉम्बिनेशन नहीं,
हाँ हाँ, मतलब
परम्यूटेशन।
वही, सॉरी, हाँ सॉरी।
जैसे हमेशा यहाँ पे देखो, ए बी सी इज अ ग्रुप,
ओके।
बट ए बी सी, ए सी बी, बी ए सी, दीज आर द लेटर वर्ड्स.
यस सर।
So one group can create 3 factorial words.
यस सर।
So X group will create 3 factorial X into 3 factorial words.
यस सर।
So X will be 8 factorial divided by 3
तो मुझे
factorial.
दोनों के बीच में डिफरेंस ही नहीं समझ आ रहा।
यही तो समझाया कि जैसे let me explain you in a different. Let's take a smaller example. Let's take we have just 3 letters. ठीक है?
यस सर।
I am saying make a group of 3, group of 2,
यस।
sorry, group of 2
यस सर।
or word of 2,
ग्रुप
2
ऑफ 2।
letters, word of 2 letters. ठीक है?
ओके सर।
तो ग्रुप को ऐसे बनेगा ए बी, ए सी एंड बी सी.
यस सर।
बट वर्ड कैसा बनेगा? हर ग्रुप आपको 2 वर्ड देगा, ए बी एंड बी ए सी एंड सी ए,
ओ अच्छा।
बी सी एंड सी बी.
गॉट इट।
तो वही मैं बोल रहा था कि x is the number of groups. Every group will give you 3 factorial words.
सर इसका आंसर निकालिए ना, थोड़ा और ज्यादा क्लियर हो जाएगा एक्स का।
हाँ, तो x का तो ये निकल गया ना हमारा.
नहीं,
सो
इससे भी फर्दर जैसे।
मैं बता रहा था कि नाउ क्या है, तुम बताओ, अगर अगर हम ग्रुप बनाएंगे और नंबर ऑफ वर्ड्स बनाएंगे, विच वन विल हैव अ स्मॉलर वैल्यू?
सर दी ग्रुप्स ना टू।
ग्रुप्स विल हैव अ स्मॉलर वैल्यू. हमेशा
हाँ
देखो यहाँ कितने ग्रुप्स हमारे 3 आए थे,
3 बन रहे हैं।
एंड
और यहाँ
एवरी ग्रुप कैन बी रिप्रेजेंट कैन बी rearranged in 2 ways.
यस
So
सर।
total number of words तो 6 बनेगा.
तो अभी तक हम वर्ड्स निकाल रहे थे और अब हम ग्रुप निकालना
नंबर ऑफ
सीख रहे
जस्ट ग्रुप। तो
हैं।
देखो
ओके।
वर्ड्स हमारा वर्ड से कम होना चाहिए ना ग्रुप, सो
हाँ
दैट्स
जी,
व्हाई
हाँ जी,
इट डिवाइडेड द 3 फैक्टोरियल, डिवाइडेड बाय द 3
गॉट
फैक्टोरियल।
इट। हाँ, अब समझ में आ गया।
ओके, तो देन अगेन we generalized it for any number. So if I will ask you to make a group, to make a group of R numbers from n objects, ठीक है, make a group of R numbers from n objects, it will be called NCR, or you can replace the word here to make a group की बजाय number of combination, combination of R number from n objects will be NCR, and how I will calculate? It will be NPR divided by R factorial, जो हमने यहाँ पे किया था 3 factorial से divide किया था, and if we will write it again, n factorial divided by R factorial n minus R factorial. तो ध्यान क्या रखना है कि combination is in numbers smaller than permutation, ठीक है, तो तभी ध्यान रखोगे कि NCR number of group multiplied by R factorial will be your NPR. यही था ना हमारा कि हमने बोला था कि अगर आप X ग्रुप पता हो, with every group you can make 3 factorial words, so the total number of word will be this, which is NPR. So the biggest challenge here is to identify in a question that whether they are asking, whether the question is asking about arrangement और ग्रुप, क्योंकि अगर आप एक बार डिसाइड कर लो कि दे आर आस्किंग अबाउट ग्रुप और अरेंजमेंट, then you have the formula. So let me ask you some example or ask you some question to know that whether you are able to identify the question or not. So let's say there are 20 students and I have to give 3 books, your 3 dictionaries, no, 3 dictionaries as a prize. So in how many way I can distribute the prize? यहाँ पे क्या पूछा जा रहा है, ग्रुप की नंबर्स या अरेंजमेंट्स?
Groups, sir.
क्यों
So arrangements.
नहीं,
सर
ग्रुप,
ग्रुप्स।
क्योंकि डिक्शनरी जो है ना वो सेम है. So let's say out of these 20 students you picked A, B, C. So there is no need of arranging them. मतलब ABC is same as BAC because you just have to hand over the dictionary. But अगर मेरे पास 3 डिफरेंट प्राइस होते, जैसे एक डिक्शनरी, एक ज्योमेट्री बॉक्स और एक क्रिकेट किट या क्रिकेट बैट. Now I have to distribute these 3 prizes in a group of 20 students, and always remember each prize, each student may get just one prize. 1 student 1 prize, ऐसा केस है यहाँ पे। तो इस केस में, नीचे वाले केस में क्या होगा, ग्रुप होगा कि अरेंजमेंट?
So arrangement.
तो
Group, sir.
अरेंजमेंट।
Group, sir.
हाँ, because whenever you will pick any 3 student from that group of 20, मतलब out of 20 students, those 3 students can be shuffled among themselves for getting different prizes. So the person who is getting dictionary may get geometry box also, or may get cricket bat also. So here arrangement is required.
सर इसके अंदर भी तो ग्रुप होता, अरेंजमेंट तो तब ना होती कि अगर हम पोजीशंस वो कर रहे हैं कि फर्स्ट
हाँ,
पोजीशन पे
जैसे
ये है।
मान लो कि हमने 20 का एक ग्रुप बना दिया, मतलब 20 के सारे ग्रुप बना दिए, तो 20C3 बन गया।
सर ये क्या है, ये तो ज्यादा मैथ्स हो गया। 20C3 क्या है?
अभी तो ऊपर लिखा था
मुझे
ना
भी दिक्कत आ रही है
एनसीआर,
इसमें, sir.
यहाँ
एक
यहाँ
मिनट,
एनसीआर से रिप्रेजेंट किया था ना
ये मैंने देखा ही नहीं। एक मिनट में सही करें।
तो ये
टू
CR
मेक अ
वाला थोड़ा
ग्रुप।
ऊपर से चला गया।
हाँ, अच्छा, ये तो बस उसका नाम दिया था ना, दिस इज द नेम एनसीआर, नंबर ऑफ कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ आर फ्रॉम एन ऑब्जेक्ट्स।
एक मिनट ये लिख लेते हैं।
अरे तुम लोग बीच में कैसे मिस कर सकते हो? एक तो ऐसा ही मॉडर्न मैथ जल्दी किसी को समझ में नहीं आता, और उसमें
नंबर
भी
ऑफ कॉम्बिनेशंस
ऑफ आर ऑब्जेक्ट्स फ्रॉम एन ऑब्जेक्ट्स। तो अगर हम नीचे वाले एग्जाम्पल में देखें, so the first what I'll take इस वाले के लिए, when dictionary is weak, so I am taking group of three out of 20 students,
जी sir.
so we may write it as 20C3, and अगर हम इसको देखें तो it's permutation of 3, because I am not just making group out of 20 students, so it is 20P3. Another approach would have been the group which I have already made, which is 20C3, we can shuffle among themselves only in 3 factorial way. So this will also give me the same value. ठीक है?
सर एक बार थोड़ा ऊपर स्क्रॉल करना, नीचे ये देखना।
ठीक है,
डन। हाँ जी।
अब मैं रिकॉर्डिंग स्टॉप ही कर देता हूँ, तुम लोग